The household radiator was first used in the mid-19th century. They brought new warmth to people's lives. Before this, several fireplaces and stoves were needed to warm a home. But with a radiator in every room, one boiler could heat an entire house. While the traditional cast iron radiator still does the job, it now competes with modern steel versions. These steel radiators are lighter and heat a room faster. They also come in a range of styles and colours. Production begins with a series of powerful presses. They punch holes in steel plates, and they shape the parts by pressing the metal onto dies. These punched and pressed parts are called half pieces. They'll be used to make radiator headers, the connector part that links the tubular heating elements. The half pieces exit the punch press station and slide into the clutch of a robotic device. It brings two half pieces together in perfect alignment, so an automated welder can join them at the seam. The process is usually shielded by a protective cover, but it's been removed for our cameras. Next, a press smooths down the bulging seam, a process called deburring. With perfect timing, a robot moves in and transfers the assembly to a grinding station. Here it rotates between two sanding belts to smooth the seam to a flawless finish. A circular saw spins towards the part and slices it in the center to create two radiator headers. These radiator headers are now complete. Next, a gripper with rounded claws transfers 6 steel tubes to a welder. The welder fuses the tubes to the headers. While the welding is being done, another robot feeds the headers in. There's one header for 2 tubes, so 3 radiator modules are coming together simultaneously. Sharp pincers shear off the protruding welds, so they're flush to the rest of the parts. The welded modules are then ground down against these belts, which ensures the seams are smooth. But this process misses the space between the steel tubes. They take care of this with a smaller sander, making the weld smooth all the way around. Now a test. They immerse one of the modules in water and pump air into it. No bubbles in the water means no leaks in the module, so production can continue. They now build the radiator section by section. They layer the modules and weld them together at the headers. This sectional approach allows them to assemble radiators of many sizes. Radiators can be designed to fit into a specific space and to meet specific heating needs. Of course, the larger the radiator, the more heat it delivers. Here's an inside look at a steel radiator header. With the radiator now complete, they repeat the water test from earlier and confirm that it's completely leak-proof. They now run an electrical charge through the radiator as they immerse it in a primer. The charge causes the primer to cling to the metal. Once baked on, it will protect the radiator from corrosion. This household radiator is now ready for a coat of paint. The customer can select the color beforehand to suit interior design or personal taste. They bake on the finish, and once it cools, that's a wrap. These radiators are now homeward bound. Hot water from a boiler will move through them in a continuous loop, and they'll exude a comforting warmth only previously experienced by viewers of How It's Made.